In this video, I'm going to show you advanced techniques and strategies for targeting. Okay, so it's actually an extension of the audience insights video that I recorded for you. So look at that as well. But I'm going to go through a bit more in depth and other strategies outside of audience insights that you can use to find related or similar interests. Okay, so I'm in Audience Insights, and this should be your go-to tool when you're looking for interest to target, okay? Because this is where you do your research. Now, it's absolutely essential that you don't skip this step. I've seen so many campaigns fail because the targeting is wrong, okay? And these are for great products, great services, amazing brands, but the targeting is sloppy, it's lazy, they haven't spent enough time identifying the potential demographics. They don't know if their audiences are male or female, if they're married, if they have a college education. I've even seen products, for whatever reason, targeting single people when clearly it's aimed for married people, right? Couples. So it's really lazy, and it's not only a waste of your time, but you're paying for ads. So ultimately, this is costing you money, right? And the tips in this video is going to help you avoid all these traps, okay? So let's start off by, looking for a broad interest. And the one that I use all the time on here is dogs, okay? Because I know it's like millions of people all over Facebook, okay? You can see it's like 60, 70 million just in the US. I believe it's like 400 million worldwide, okay, for the generic broad interest of dogs, okay? So if I wanted to target dogs, I'd start off broad, okay? And then I'd go to page likes and then see if there are similar types of categories that Facebook gives me, okay? So this is like a funnel, right? Exactly how a sales funnel works, but you want to narrow down, okay? So the next thing you want to do is look at the top categories that Facebook gives you, okay? So because it's broad, it's going to be all over the place, okay? It's not going to be, narrowed down to pets just yet. But that's fine, because I can show you how to find more interests similar to your target interest, okay? So let's say we want to target a service for dogs. Maybe it's dog grooming, dog cleaning, something like that, okay? Dog products. The first one I see of the dog's broad interest is I love my dog, okay? So let me just click back here. So what I want to do is I want to click on I love my dog, okay? Let's see what kind of interest it is and take it from there, okay? So you can see that it's got 5.5 million followers, which is huge. Has a bit of a story here. And like I said on the Audience Insights video, make sure you check the About Us page, okay? Make sure you click on the website, okay? So sometimes these pages will have a website. So look, this one does. So I'm going to click on this page. I'm going to have a look at this product page, this landing page, and see if it, if it's tied to the audience or the product or service that I'm selling, okay? And I just want to make sure that it's relevant, okay? So this looks like a blog, kind of dog blog with paid ads. I'm not sure if it's going to be 100% relevant for me because I want to sell a dog service, like a dog grooming service, something. So I want something a bit more targeted, okay? But that's fine. By all means, go through and check, okay? Don't assume that this is just going to be some kind of funny kind of dog meme page, okay? That's the first thing. The second thing is you want to make sure that the content is relevant and it's updated frequently, okay? If you are searching for interests that you want to target, don't target pages with a page post from like 2 years ago or 4 years ago, okay? That means that it's not active, okay? The admin isn't posting regular content. It might have 1 million followers or whatever, but it doesn't necessarily mean that those million followers are going to be active, okay? So to reduce your chances of failure, I would always suggest that you find a page with recent content, okay? So this is a pin post. I would always ignore the pin post. Move on to the next one. So this one has a page post from like 46 minutes ago, as you can see, and it's already got 78,000 views, okay? So that's awesome, okay? Not many likes or comments or shares just yet, but I mean, it's still early morning in the US, so give it time. This will have a lot more engagement. The second thing I like to look for is a mixed variety of content, okay? So I like to see images, I like to see memes, and I like to see videos as well, okay? One of the three. Video content is very good for engagement, okay? Because You want your page to have an engaged audience, okay? If they're posting videos and they have 1 million followers and you have like 17 likes, that's a red flag, okay? You should see that as a red flag, because why is it only 17 people liking a video, which, you know, by definition is a lot more interactive than a banner post, okay, in a page that has 1 million followers, okay? That to me is a red flag. So I would um, think about using it twice, okay? I would look at other posts and see if I can find potentially other interests before I target this one, okay? I'm not saying that it's 100%, you know, there's gonna be a problem with it, but for me, it would be an instant red flag, and I would look at maybe using something else, okay? And then look at the content, see if there's anything else in here that is getting a lot of engagement, okay? So for a 5.5 million page liked page, I'd like to see a lot more interaction, okay? Now I know Facebook has limited the organic reach, so you are going to see less reach for page posts without obviously sending it paid traffic. But you know, even if you had like 1% or 0.1%, you'd still see a lot more than what you're seeing here, okay? So just bear that in mind, all right? Now, and then these are obviously, you know, blog posts and stuff like that, so they're gonna get a lot less engagement. Well, let's have a look at this one. It's another video. Even though it has you know, 139,000 views, the interaction is, you know, a bit lower than I would expect. I would expect to see like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 likes, comments, and shares. Well, at least, you know, whatever they call this, reactions or whatever it's called now. A lot more shares and a lot more comments. Okay, so I'm not saying I discount this, but I would potentially test this in an ad set by itself. Okay, and then you can see there, you know, I have a dog t-shirt. Okay, so this one has a lot more engagement. When I die, the dog gets everything. So this one has a lot more reactions and engagement than which is what I would expect for a page of this size. So it's got 1.7 K. Okay, so that's the first thing you want to do. You definitely want to do a due diligence inside of the page. Okay, so can we target this interest? That's the next big question. Okay, so you're not always going to be able to target interest, even though you see them. So this is I love my dog. Looks like it's there, and here we go. Okay, so then what I would do is I would get rid of the broad interest, because this has 5 million people, so it should be enough for us to work with in the US. Okay, so now what you'll see is when you remove the broad interest, it's going to get a lot more narrow. Okay, now look at the interests that Facebook throws up at us. A lot more related to dogs, right? You can see pet services, you can see insurance companies. That's perfect. Community organizations, you know, websites, e-commerce. That's always a good one, because e-commerce means that they buy something from this site. Okay, so this is very interesting. So ilovepaws.com. Okay, let's click on the website. Let's do our due diligence. Okay, so this is custom printed art for your dog. All right, looks like it's a Shopify store. It's doing really well. You know, got 1.2 million followers. That's pretty impressive. Okay, let's see what their Instagram is like. Okay, so a lot less than I would have expected, but I mean, it's a great brand, right? This is very impressive. So yeah, a very legit site. So if you're selling like a product or service, I would definitely try and target this page in Facebook. Okay, so it's, what was it? I love paws, ilovepaws.com. It doesn't look like it's in there, unfortunately. Try different I love paws. Yeah, try it in a different kind of syntax. It should be how you see it inside of Facebook. Okay, so this is all one word.com, right? I love paws.com. Okay, but that's fine, it's not in there. But don't panic if it's not in there. There's a lot of other interests that you can use, especially in the broad niches, broad interests. Okay, now I'm going to show you one of my top tips for finding interests based off other interests that you can't target. Okay, so you don't want to lose any hope, because I'm going to show you another way of finding this. Okay, so it's probably not going to work for this because it's a little bit broad, but let me try another one of these. interest. Okay, so family pet, let's see what that's about. So familypet.com, again, another 1.6 million page following. Okay, and then you see where the website is. Family pet, it's obviously some kind of blog or something that they're selling ads on as well. Here you go, there's the ads. So, and then you've got ads on the side. So these are all retargeting ads, pages that I've been on. So yeah, you can see the page, it looks legit. Okay, so what happens if you can't target this page? What can you do? So let me see if I can target it first. Okay, so familypet.com. Is it in there? No, it's not. Okay, let's try family pet just in case. Nope. Nope. Okay, that's family pet hospital. It's not the same thing. Okay, so that's excellent. Okay, I'm going to show you a really cool way of finding more interests based off an interest that you can target or you can't target. Okay, so go back over to the page. Now you want to go down where it says pet service. Can you see that? Click on this, and it will show you more categories in the same. It will show you more pages in the same category. Okay, so BarkBox, right? 2.9 million people follow it. Okay, I know you can target that because I've used it in the past myself. So BarkBox is it's a pet subscription service for your dog. Okay, so they sell like dog treats, dog collars, clothes, whatever it is for that month. Okay, and it's very popular. So that's a great one. Okay, and then just go down this list. All right, so what's this? Pet Central by Chewy. Let's see if that's in there. Okay, so Pet Central by Chewy. It doesn't look like that's in there, which is fine. Not a problem. Okay, just keep going down the list. So, pause in the city. What's in that? Let's see what that is. Pause in the city. Okay, that's not there. It's fine. We're gonna keep going down this list. Okay. Planet Pause. Okay, that's like nutrition, so that might be in there. 2.4. So I'm looking at this one here. 2.4 million likes. Okay, so let's do Planet Pause. Okay, that's not in there. That's fine. What else? The Pet Concierge. That might be a good one. So let's see if that's in there. The Pet Concierge. Okay, that's fine. It's not in there. Just keep going. There's so many There's so many options in here. You're not going to run out of options. Okay, so a lot of choice in here. Okay, so try some kind of key points is look for the biggest interest. Okay, so I'll definitely use BarkBox, and that's in there. The this one, where is it? There was one that was quite big. So this one here, pit bulls and what is it, itty pitties. I'll see if that's in there because that has almost 1 million followers. Planet Pause, that has 2.4 million followers. Okay, and yeah, I just keep going down this list. And this is something that you can outsource very easily, very cost effectively, because anybody, a virtual assistant or anybody else in your family or friends could do this. It doesn't take long at all. Okay, so I think as you go further down this list, it gets smaller and smaller. Okay, so let's close this down. Let's find another one. Okay, so PetSmart, I know that's in here. I've used it before as well. So you can see PetSmart is in this list here. Petco as well, another one. Let's see if that's in here. Should be. Okay, so now we're building a profile about very passionate dog lovers. Okay, so I like the pet supplies. Okay, because you wouldn't know what PetSmart or BarkBox is unless you had a dog, right? Like why would you like this page if you didn't have a dog? Okay, chances are they like these pages on Facebook and on Instagram because they like the content that these pages produce, but also they are dog owners, and also a lot of times what you'll find on Facebook at least is people will sign up and join the page because they want offers, special offers only available on that page. Okay, so that tells you, and when you see that these people are very, very passionate people. Okay, so let's go over to PetSmart and then do the same exercise as before. I love this. I love like stores and supermarkets because people that shop at these places are going to be likely to buy from you. Okay, so again, go to the subcategory pet supplies. Let's see what else it comes up with. Okay, so let's look at the first one, pet supplies plus. Might not be in there. Oh, okay, here we go, pet supplies plus. So that's something that wasn't suggested to us by Facebook, but we found it using some nifty strategies. Okay, and I mean, it is a smaller interest. It's only 215,000 followers, but the option is there for you to target. Okay, and just keep going through that list. Right, it looks like it's getting smaller and smaller, but you know, just find some interests that you can target. Okay, this way, and even if you have smaller ones like 13K, 1K, 6.9K, if it's in the supplies category, you can group all these together when you're targeting them. Okay, so the Outback Dogs tag and pet supplies, if you could target that, if you could target Wags grooming, if you can target Ryan's pet supplies, Pet King, they're smaller interests, but group them together because the category is pet supplies. So you know the audience isn't going to differ that much. So just group them together and create one big ad set. Okay, and yeah, just keep going through this. Okay, so that's definitely one of my top tips when it comes to interest targeting. Okay, the other things I would say when you're inside of audience insights is look at the demographics. Like, okay, so we have a few. I'm gonna get rid of I love my dog because it's too broad. I like these ones because they're very narrow. Okay, they're all kind of, I mean, BarkBox is a pet subscription service. This is a pet supplies. Petco is a supermarket. PetSmart is a supermarket. So they're kind of similar products for dogs. And then look at the demographics. So you can see right out of the gate, it's 80%, 81% women. So you wanna narrow down by women. And then I typically ignore this demographic, the 18 to 24s. Okay, they don't have much disposable income, so I would just start this at 25 plus. Okay, and see who the most engaged audience is. Okay, out of these brackets. And then you can see that most of these women are married. So then you can actually you know, add that. So if you click on the bar, or then click, you know, add a married status. So now you can see the audience is getting smaller, but it's still quite big, right? Like it's almost it's between 3 and 3.5 million. So it's still plenty of people for you to target. And then the next thing you can do is look at education levels. Okay, so most of these are college educated, so you can add that as a filter on your ads. Now just bear in mind that it's going to be more expensive the more filters you add. Okay, and finally head back over to page likes and then go through the entire process again. Okay, because now you have a more refined audience. You have 25 plus women. They're married. They've got high school education. So see if you can get even more targeted. Okay, so now you've got chewy.com in there. So let's see if that's one that we can target. Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. So now we can build it up and go through the exact same process. Okay, so just keep iterating, and find a better audience. Okay, find better targeting, and just keep doing this over and over again. Okay, because trust me, don't skip this step. Okay, I know it can be boring. I know, you know, sometimes it can take an hour, it could take 2 hours depending on your, you know, your competency if you've done it before, but don't skip this step. Okay, and if you need to, you know, after a while, just outsource it to somebody. Okay, but make sure it's done, because this is where the success or failure of your campaign is going to lie. Okay, this is basically the burial ground of poor campaigns. I've seen it so many times, and use my top tips to make sure that your next campaign doesn't fail. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.